Hi, hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. Tony Schiavone, Michael Cole, and Corey Graves here. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we're going to see Holy Fellow Nicholas, or Father Yule, or, Santa Claus, as some folks like to call him. And you'll see him here today, Tony Schiavone says, because we are getting near to Yule time, but Thanksgiving Day is the holiday that is next on the list, at least for the 4-1 Reichs it is, Tony Schiavone says. You got that right, Tony. We're going to see Father Yule here today, here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And we also got the Santa Fight Jesus, or more like, that team going on at the Survivor Series or Living Saga. I can tell you one thing right now, Tony and Michael. Some folks might believe that Santa Claus or Father Yule or Holy Fellow Nicholas or whatever folks want to call him, some folks might say that he took Yule from Jesus. Well, I'm only saying what some folks said. Corey Graves says, yeah, and we all know Tony Schiavone says is that a lot of things that come out of your mouth, there isn't really any truth to it, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, Michael Cole says, a lot of folks say that. It doesn't make it true. I want to say ho 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 and happy Yule. Well, I know it's not really Yule yet, and I know that Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving Day is the next holy day / worshipful day, gather worshipful holiday or holy day in the 4-1 Reichs. And I know that a lot of folks out there have always asked the asking thing. They'll say, well, Santa, why is it that you can show up at the end of the Thanksgiving Day walk or the Yule Day walk, but Jesus cannot? Well, as you know, Jesus is the Son of God, the King of Kings, the Kaiser, the Lord of Lords, the Earl of Earls. Jesus is the teacher, the freer, and the healer. But you see, there are some folks out there who don't believe in Jesus and don't believe that he is the Son of God. So out of onlook to their worships and their beliefs and their holidays, Jesus can't be with me. Jesus can't be with me on the Thanksgiving Day walks or the Yule Day walks. But you see, Jesus is everywhere. You see, God gave us a most wonderful gift. God gave us his Son Jesus to all mankind and all womankind. No need what their worship, what their beliefs were. No need how good or how bad they were. God loved mankind and womankind so much. He loved us and forgave us so much. He was willing to take away our sins, clean away our sins, and he was willing to give us a stead in heaven in our afterlife. And who did God think we were worthy enough? God felt we were worthy enough. So God gave us Jesus, his Son, who lived the most flawless, sinless, holy, good life that no man or woman could ever live. All men and women are flawed and sinful by our thoughts and sometimes by our deeds. But Jesus was the only man to live a holy, sinless, flawless, good life. He healed the sick. He healed the wounded. He healed the handicapped. He also taught folks needed classes about showing love and kindness and goodness to others. He also stood up for what he thought was right. And he also had a way to know, he had a way of befriending folks, seeing the good in them. that others need be not see in them. And he yielded up his life to us. God loved us so much, God was willing to have Jesus go through the handicap, the weakening of death, which sin brought on. And Jesus loved us so much that Jesus was willing to take on that handicap, that weakening, knowing that through any ache, for any beating, for all the name calling and all the scathing, guilting, and shaming, and through all of that, and through any of that blood being spilt, and through his death, God and Jesus knew that good would come out of it. Because through all that, our sins were cleaned away, we were cleaned, and we were as holy as we were in the beginning. And through God and through Jesus, we get our stead in heaven. You see, folks, I give out those gifts on Yule Eve and sometimes on Yule Day. I give out the gifts in the same mindfulness, the same thoughtfulness that God had when God gave Jesus to us as a gift so many years ago. The same way that those kings or holy men or wise men who spent years looking for wonderful gifts, knowing that their gifts had to be as wonderful as the child they were going to meet. So, that is my word. Now, at the end of the day, I gotta be going now, but I want to let you all know that I will be seeing you all. You know what? Santa Claus, or Holy Fellow Nicholas, or Father Yule, you should not be here. Yule has nothing to do with you. The gathering of lights have nothing to do with you. The gathering of followership has nothing to do with you. And I tell you what, you sicken me, Austin the Fairy says. How is it that it's all right for you to be around, but Jesus cannot? And I was good my whole life, and I got Jesus as a gift. I never got nothing from you. Yeah, that's right, Baron Corbin says. I didn't get nothing from you either, Holy Fellow Nicholas. How about you just leave? You know what, Austin Theory, Baron Corbin, you are being bullies. You are being creeps. You're being heels. But at the end of the day, I forgive you. Well, you can see that Baron Corbin and Austin Theory are in the ring now, and they just shamed it off Santa Claus or Father Yule or Holy Fellow Nicholas, which I think is shameful, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, it is shameful, Michael Cole says. And I can't see how they can get away with that. Well, they can get away with it, Corey Graves says, and they did. I mean, who's going to tell them that they're wrong? Well, there's Ecliptor, and here's Astronomer. Hey, Austin Theory, Baron Corbin, where is your Yule mindset? This is Yule. Well, it's not Yule yet, but it will be Yule. And you come out here and you shame Santa Claus, Holy Fellow Nicholas, Father Yule. Here's what I'm going to do, Astronomer says. Since you two seem to think you're so great and everything, and you seem to think that it's alright being a bully or a creep or a heel, I'm going to give you an early Yule gift, or a early Gathering of Lights gift, or an early gathering of followership gift, or whatever. So today, Austin Theory, you fight Baron Corbin, Astronomer says. And you know what? That's your Yule gift. Take it or leave it. And Ecliptor goes, I tell you what, Austin Theory and Baron Corbin, I hope you like your gift, because there's a lot of thought put into it. 2 bullies, 2 creeps wrestling, fighting. Have a happy Yule Day. Well, we only heard from Astronomer, the matchmaker of the TWF, Tony Schiavone says, and she's going to have Baron Corbin and Austin Theory fight each other, Tony Schiavone says. Yes, it is, Michael Cole says. We'll see if those 2 bully creeps or heel are willing to wrestle each other, fight each other. I can tell you one thing right now, Corey Graves says. Where does Astronomer get off making these 2 wrestle? And Austin Theory thinks he was going to beat Baron Corbin, and Baron Corbin just gave him the deep 6. And now he's going to give him the end of days, Tony Schiavone says. And I don't see Baron Corbin doesn't have a bind beating up on Austin Theory, Tony Schiavone said. No, he does not. Corey, he does not, Michael Cole says. There's no on-look between thieves and their heels. So there's no on-look between each other. And now the Fight Lord has been put on the ring steeple, and Austin Theory gave him the A downtown, and now what's going to happen here, Corey Graves says Austin Theory and Baron Corbin are being handicapped. They're being weakening for standing up to Father Yule. They're giving their thought and take on Father Yule. Astronomer needs to be ashamed of herself, Corey Graves says. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Here is your winner. Austin Theory. And Austin Theory has beat Baron Corbin here today on Friday Night Smackdown, Tony Schiavone says. Yes, he has, Michael Cole says. I don't really like neither of them. That's sad. Someone's got to do something about Astronomer, Tony and Michael, throwing her weight around, throwing her might around. She's not throwing her weight around, Tony Schiavone says. She's not throwing her might around, Michael Cole says. She done the right thing. She handicapped the bullies, the creeps, the heels, Michael Cole says. She did the right thing, Tony Schiavone says. We'll take it away to Gorilla Monsoon. Alright. Alright, Tony Schiavone, Michael Cole. I'm going to be talking with Austin Theory here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Austin Theory, it seems that you and Baron Corbin end up wrestling. Yeah, Four Eyes. Did that take you any time to know that we are being handicapped? First off, Gorilla Monsoon says, do not call me Four Eyes. Yes, I wear glasses. A lot of folks wear glasses, but there are no need to call me Four Eyes. Because one day, you'll be wearing reading glasses one day, and you won't like it if someone called you Four Eyes. Alright, Gorilla Monsoon. Anyway, I got the right to free speech. I had the right to say what I say about Father Yule, about the lie of Father Yule. And Astronomer comes out and handicaps me and Baron Corbin. Astronomer, someone needs to put her on the bad list. Or worse, put her on the sinful list. Or the unlawful list. Or how about this? Put her on the fired list. Well, Austin Theory, you can have the right to your thought, belief, and take. But I'm here to tell you your thought, belief, and take would be wrong But you and Austin, you and Baron Corbin have no one and only guilt, only yourselves, for behaving like creeps, bullies, and heels. You know what, Gorilla Monsoon? At least I did something that no one will never do. And what's that? I guilted and shamed Father Yule, and no man or woman can ever say they did that. Well, that's my talk with Austin Theory. Back to you, Tony Schiavone and Michael Cole. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon, for talking with Austin Theory here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And that's all the time we got here. I, Tony Schiavone, Michael Cole, Corey Graves, we hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow.